Good morning. We have been talking about how the church is demonstrated in the New Testament with different metaphors. This morning we're going to focus briefly on a very beautiful one, the church referred to as the bride of Christ. And I want to share with you two passages of Scripture that I think really highlight this. 2 Corinthians 11:12, Paul writing to the Corinthians who themselves were having a bit of a challenge in understanding what it meant to be corporately in their relationships and in their corporate identification in regard to the world, to be identified as holy. He writes this in 2 Corinthians 11 verse 2, "For I feel a divine jealousy for you, since I betrothed you to one husband to present you as a pure virgin to Christ." I want you to focus in this morning on that phrase, a pure virgin to Christ. As the bride of Christ, Paul saw himself as an apostle passing off this future bride to the groom, Jesus, to be pure and set apart for him. When we read in the book of Revelation toward the consummation of all things, we see what's known as the marriage supper of the Lamb, where the groom and the bride connect. And I want to read that text for you. It's in Revelation 19, verses 7 through 9. "Let us rejoice and exult and give him the glory, for the marriage of the Lamb has come, and his bride has made herself ready." Now listen, "and it was granted her to clothe herself with fine linen, bright and pure, for the fine linen is the righteous deeds of the saints. And the angel said to me, 'Write this, blessed are those who are invited to the marriage supper of the Lamb.' And he said to me, 'These are the true words of God.'" I want you to key in on this section that I read to you that says it was granted her, this bride, to clothe herself with fine linen, bright and pure, for the fine linen is the righteous deeds of the saints. As we live righteously, we contribute to the purity of the bride. It's not just about my life. It's not just about your life. It is about us as the bride of Christ doing our individual acts to contribute to the corporate holiness of that bride to be fully set apart to our groom. So put your acts of and your impetus for holiness in perspective today, that it's more than just you at stake. It's actually a contribution to being the bride of Christ, fully set apart to the groom. Have a wonderful day.